All right. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, that would have been rough. Okay, good. All right, so let's just do a few shoulder circle rolls. Just coming into the body. Good, and then we'll close the eyes. And we'll find the breath. Seeing if you can find that slow and deep, low belly breath. And then let's do this today. Let's put one hand on the chest, one hand on the low belly. And I just want you to observe where that breath is. So if you feel that your chest hand is moving, see if you can try to keep that hand a bit more steady and just breathe into your low belly hand. When we breathe into our chest, it activates our fight and flight nervous system. So this is just a good check-in to do throughout the day, while you're working, if you're stressed out. This is always a good place to come back to. And I just want you to tune into a part of your body that is either connected to your chair or connected to the floor. So whether that's your feet or your sit bones or your back. And I just want you to let that part of your body sink a little bit heavier. Maybe wiggling the toes or relaxing your low back so you sit into the seat a bit more. And I want you to think on the other side of lifting tall throughout the crown of your head. So reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. Think of lengthening your neck. I'll have you say your intention for class today. So we'll take one more inhale, one more exhale, and we'll open the eyes. All right. Let's just start with a little bit of a twist, a spinning rotation here. So just letting the arms swing as you rotate side to side. Knuckles will tap that opposite low back. Good. And then coming back to the center, you're going to take your hands, if you can reach your low back, and you're going to put your hands on your low back. If it's hard for you to reach there, you'll just put your hands on the side of your hips. Okay, so holding that position, I just want you to take your ribs and you're going to hula hoop your ribs around your hips. And I want you to start by doing this with a really small movement. Like if you were just trying to move your organs, really small circling movement. So we're just using the heat from our hands here into our low back. Yeah. And then I want you to think about moving your ribs just a little bit more. So maybe moving more from the bones, your lower ribs, your upper ribs, so you can make that circle a little bit bigger. And then can you think about moving from your chest, maybe even moving from your skin, whatever that means to you. Switch directions, that's your circling. Okay. Awesome. We'll come back to the center. We'll reach the arms up, interlace the fingers up overhead, take an inhale, and then exhale, articulating down one vertebra at a time. Pause when you get to the bottom. Let's just take a few breaths into here. And I want you to think of breathing into your low back. Maybe even all the way down into your sit bones. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, roll your spine up, making it long. Stacking all the way back up tall, arms come overhead. Take a side bend to the left and a side bend to the right. Yep. And then back to the center and articulate down. Every time you roll here, I want you to think about making your spine a little bit longer. Take an inhale at the bottom and exhale to roll up. Yep. Side bend left. That's it. Side bend right. Back to the center and then articulating down. This is the last one here. Take an inhale at the bottom and exhale, roll up. Good. We'll slide the hands behind the head. If that's a bit challenging, we can cross the arms in front of the chest also. We're going to tuck the chin into the throat. We're just going to do a mini ab curl here. So I'm just rolling about a quarter of the way down, rounding my upper spine. And then I'm going to lift my head and my chest and pull everything forward. Can you pull the elbows away from each other, opening up the chest? That's it. Good. Bring the elbows together, round the upper spine. Try to touch your nose to your belly button. And then open and lift and spread. Yeah, there we go. Let's come with our breath here. So we're going to exhale to curl and inhale to open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. 2 more. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Last one. Exhale, curl. And inhale, open. Good. Go and take the arms, shake them out. All right. Let's find a few arm circles here. So just coming into a butterfly stroke, doing big forward circles with the arms. Inhale to open and exhale as the arms come in front. There you go. One more here. And then we'll switch directions, going backwards. If you're standing, you can come into a march to get the legs moving a little bit more. Yep, do a few more circles. And then we'll come back to the start. Awesome. I'm going to have you grab your weights. We'll just do kind of a slow warm up with the weights. You can grab your lighter set of weights. You can also do this one without weights. Okay, so we're just going to do an overhead press with a twist here. So starting with the weights at collarbone height, you're going to punch right arm up overhead as you twist to the left, and then coming back to the center. Yep. Other side, punching overhead as you twist, and then back to the center. Take these slow. You don't need to rush through them. I want you focusing more on that rotation than I do on your speed. So really trying to twist as you punch that arm up overhead. Exhale to punch, inhale to center. Exhale, punch, inhale, center. Yeah, let's do about 10 more. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, and all the way down. Awesome. Give the arms a little bit of a shake. Yep. And we're just going to do a few lateral raises here. So just lifting the arms out to the side of the body. Just prepping you for some of the movements we're going to do during the workout. Do one more here. And then bring the arms to the front. Do a few front raises. Yeah, hands will just come to about shoulder height. They don't need to come much higher than that. couple more. And then back to the center and relax. Good. Go ahead and set those weights down. Okay, I'm going to come right into explaining this to you. Let's recopy and paste this for people. Okay, that's not, oh, there we go, everyone, okay. Okay, so workout is in the chat if it's hard for you to see my screen again. So we're gonna do similar to what we did last time. We're gonna do a 15-minute circuit, 1 minute per exercise, 5 exercises, and then we're gonna do 3 rounds of that. So it'll be a 15-minute circuit. I'll keep the music somewhat low and I'll just be counting you down the last few seconds of each minute, and then you'll transition to the next exercise. As I talk you through these, just keep in mind that you're doing all of these exercises for a minute. So for example, I'm not going to be using weights for some of these exercises because it's going to be a lot of repetitions for 1 minute. And I'd rather have you keep your form than use a heavier weight. So if you need to lower your weight or completely get rid of the weight, then feel free to do that for any of these, because remember, you're doing all of these for 1 minute. So you just want to find a good pace for yourself. Okay, first exercise, before we start the circuit, we're just going to do a 2-minute warm up of ski arms. So just as a reminder for that one, this will look the same for both athletes, but for my seated athletes, starting with your arms overhead, yeah, and doing that quick pull and extension of the arms behind you as you lean forward. I want it to be a quick snap. It's powerful. Slow to lift, quick to pull, slow to lift, quick to pull. So really imagine like if you were flying down a mountain, your ski poles dig into the ground. So you want to do it as quick as you can, so the ski poles keep up with the pace that you're moving. Okay, so a quick movement there. For my standing athletes, you're doing the same thing, but you'll drop down into a fast squat as you pull and extend the arms back behind you. Okay, you've got 2 minutes of that. The 5 exercises for that circuit. So first exercise for my seated athletes is either going to be a tricep dip. So if you've got your wheels on the side, you can either do a tricep dip off of the wheels, so lifting your butt off of the cushion several inches and then lowering back down. If you want to make it harder, you could put a little stool underneath you and you can do the tricep dips off the front of your chair if you want to make it harder. But remember, you're doing these for a minute, and a minute of tricep dips is challenging. So again, pace yourself with these. If tricep dips are a bit hard for you, we'll come into an overhead press. So finding the overhead press from your collarbones, pushing up. And then for my standing athletes, you're going to hold on to the weights, and we're just going to come into a backwards lunge, an alternating backwards lunge. So one foot steps back and then together, and the other foot steps back and together. Remember, for the lunges, you want about a 90 degree angle of your hips and your knees. If it hurts your knees at all to do this one, just don't go down quite as low. You're good, you can come out. Okay. Okay, second exercise is going to be a high pull for my seated athletes. Again, this is one to be honest, I probably am not going to use weights for this one because it's hard. Okay, so if you're using weights though, you're just going to be dragging them up the center of your body. So notice my elbows are out kind of like chicken wings, starting in the center of the body and finding a high pull up. If you want to bring the arms down either side of the body, you can do that too. It kind of depends the angle that you're seated at. Okay, so either down the center of your body or the sides of your body. Okay, but again, you can do that one with no weights if that starts to feel like a lot for your shoulders. Standing athletes, you're going to be doing a standing hip hinge. So feet are going to be hip distance apart. Remember, slight bend in the knees. You're only going to hinge as far forward as you need to, where your back stays flat. So don't try to go lower if your back starts to round. Try to keep that back flat the whole time. That's your second exercise. Third exercise is going to be a combo of a lateral and a front raise. Again, for this one, I'm probably not going to use weights when we do them in the circuit, but I'll just show you here. So as one arm does a front raise, one arm does a lateral raise, and then you alternate. One arm in front and then the other arm in front. There you go. Yeah, so your arms make the letter L. Okay, and I want your focus to be on your back. Whenever we do these arm movements, whether it's a lateral raise or a front raise or a diagonal raise, it's really easy to put the focus on the tops of the shoulders and the arms. But this movement is coming from your back. So try to put the focus on your back in between your shoulder blades, making sure that the chest stays open as you do this one. Chest stays open as you do this one. Okay, that's yes. Fourth exercise is going to be good old burpees. You all know this one well. Tapping the floor and clapping overhead, or tapping as close to the floor as you can. You can tap your shins or your knees if that's more accessible. And then for standing athletes, same idea, tapping the floor, clapping overhead. If you're able to get down on the floor, you can step or hop your feet back, come into a push-up, step or hop the feet forward, and then jump as you clap the hands overhead. And then flying through these because I want to make sure we have time for this circuit. Fifth and final exercise will be the Russian twist. So grabbing your heavier set of weights, tapping them on one side and then tapping them on the other side, going as quickly as you can. Yeah. For seated athlete, or sorry, for standing athletes, if you're able to get down the ground, come down to the ground. Because remember, getting on and off the floor is an exercise within itself. It's really good practice. Okay, so you can either keep your heels on the floor, knees are bent, or you can hover the heels off of the floor, but you're doing that same movement, tapping the weights from one side to the other side. And then for standing athletes there, you can do, if you're unable to get down to the floor, you can come into a chair and do the Russian twist from the chair. Okay, so one more time, we've got first exercise, tricep dip or overhead press with a backwards lunge. Second exercise is a high pull. Okay, so wrists come to about the height of the elbows. I'll face the camera here. There we go. Yeah, nice, everybody. Or hip hinges for standing athletes. Third exercise is the front and the lateral raise. Fourth exercise is burpees. Fifth exercise is excuse me, is Russian twist. Okay, so you've got a minute of each of these, but we'll start with the 2 minutes of ski arms. Okay. Let me get this started. I'm going to start you off and then I'm going to get the music going. I'm going to keep the music similar to last week at kind of like a medium-ish level so you can still hear me. Okay. Starting with 2 minutes of ski arms. If you want to do this one with weights, you can. You could do a light set of weights. I won't be using weights, but it's up to you. Okay, let me get my clock ready here. Okay, 2 minutes. Here we go, everybody. On your marks, get set, and go. Remember, you want this one to be a powerful snap back. Quick lean forward as your arms snap back behind you. If it's easier for you to do this single arm, you can do it single arm, keeping one hand on the lap, and you can just switch halfway through. That's another option for you there. Try to keep an even breath with this one. Inhaling to lift the arms, exhaling to snap the arms back. Yeah, nice work, everyone. Imagine you're going down that nice, icy, snowy mountain where it's not 90 degrees outside. For those of you in California right now, you've got 45 seconds left. I'm gonna get the music going. Thirty seconds left. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice work, everyone. Okay, we're gonna jump. Let me reset. We're gonna jump right into the circuit. So you've got 1 minute per exercise. You're starting with the tricep dips or the overhead press or the backwards lunge. Okay, here we go. 15 minutes. Find a good pace for these and adjust your weight accordingly if you need. On your marks, get set, and go. Remember, I'll count you down for all of these. Just give the music a second here. Okay, that should hopefully come on. There we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. High pull or hip hinge. High pull or hip hinge.
Galaxy, I'm about to fly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving to front and lateral raise. Front and lateral raise.
I don't wanna be alone tonight. It's pretty clear that I'm not over you. I'm still thinking about the things
5,
you do.
4,
So I don't
3,
wanna be alone
2,
tonight,
1.
alone tonight,
Burpees.
alone tonight.
Burpees,
Can you
burpees.
fight the fight? I need somebody who can take control. I know exactly what I need to do. 'Cause I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I was somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I was somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
I wasn't even going out tonight.
5,
Boy, I need to
4,
get you off
3,
my mind.
2,
I know
1.
exactly
Russian
what I
twist.
have to do.
Russian twist.
I don't wanna be alone tonight, alone tonight, alone tonight. Look what you made me do. I was somebody new. Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Look what you made me do. I was somebody new. Oh, baby, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
Dancing, yeah.
Ooh.
Look what you made me do. I was somebody new. Ooh, baby, baby,
5,
I'm dancing
4,
with a stranger.
3,
Look
2,
what you made me
1.
do.
Tricep dip, overhead press, or backward lunge. You have 2 rounds left, everyone. 2 rounds left. Find a good pace.
Dancing with a stranger. Dancing with a stranger.
Dancing with a stranger.
Nice work, everybody.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, child, tired of the bullshit. Gone, dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving, yes, Lord. Trying to get some new shit in there. Swimwear, going to the pool shit. Come now, come dry your eyes. You know you a star. You
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High pull or hip hinges. High pull or hip hinges.
Just walk your fine ass out the door. I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, girl, need to kick off your shoes. Gotta take a deep breath, time to focus on you. All the big fights, long nights that you've been through. I got a bottle of tequila I've been saving for you. Boss up and change your life. You can have it all, no sacrifice. I know we did you wrong, we can make it right. So go and let it all hang out tonight. 'Cause we don't love you anymore. So walk your fine ass out the door.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Front lateral raise. Front lateral raise.
Baby, how you feeling? Head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? And we gon' be all head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Yeah. Alright. Listen, if he don't love you anymore, then walk your fine ass out the door.
one. Burpees. You're doing great, everybody. Let's see.
Selfish is a selfish does. Lead a selfless life and a selfless love. Dedicated to service and let the service be enough. Be the way you want the world to be, the way you want the world to be, the way you want the world to be, be the way you want the world to be, the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Russian twist. Russian
new thoughts
twist.
for a new soul. I can help my friends, I can help the world. Too hot, then it's too cold. Half of what's right ain't right for the whole. Selfish is a selfish does. Lead a selfless life and a selfless love. Dedicated to service and let the service be enough. Be the way you want the world to be, the way you want the world to be, the way you want the world to be, be the way you want the world to be, the way you want the world to be, the way you want the world to be.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have one more round. One more round, team. One more round. Back to tricep dip, overhead press, or backwards lunge. Last 5 minutes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. High pull or hip hinges. High pull or hip hinges.
In the fading light, hearts collide. Shadows dance in the distance. Something just ain't right. I'm cold inside. Help me find what I'm missing. We're all scared to fly. Still we try.
5,
Learn to
4,
be brave, see
3,
the other side.
2,
Won't you
1.
meet me there?
Front
Have no
lateral raise.
Close your
Front lateral
eyes,
raise.
find
You just have a few
paradise.
minutes left.
Oh my, my, my. There's 1,000 miles between you and I. Oh my, my, my. Just 1,000 miles between me and paradise. Oh my, my, my. There's 1,000 miles between you and I. Oh my, my, my. Just 1,000 miles between me and paradise. Paradise. Oh my, my, my. Paradise. Oh my, my, my. Paradise. Oh my, my, my. 1,000 miles between me and paradise. When the dark
5,
has gone,
4,
the morning's
3,
won.
2,
We're gonna feel
1.
something different.
Burpees.
will set you free. If you
Last
just
two
tell
here, last two
every
exercises.
secret I listen.
Can you push it a little bit more here?
Still we try. Learn to be brave, see the other side. Won't you lead me there? Have no fear. Close your eyes, find paradise. 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 Close your eyes, find paradise. 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 Close your eyes, find para. Oh my, my, my. There's 1,000 miles between you and I. Oh my, my, my.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Russian twist. Last minute. Last minute.
Tell me why I get this feeling that you ain't wanna turn me on. Tell me why I get this feeling that you ain't wanna make me yours.
20 seconds
I
left.
see you trying, subliminally trying to see if I'm gonna be the one to say you're wrong. I admit it's exciting, parts of me gonna like it, but before I
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice work, everybody. Take a break, grab some water. And we'll do a little bit of a cool down here. I was sweating before the workout even started, so I'm a little tired over here. Okay, great. All right. After you've grabbed some water, let's come back to a seated or standing grounded position. Okay, good. Okay. I see some people chugging water. That's good. That's good. All right, so we're gonna open the arms out nice and big, like you're about to give someone a hug. Yeah, and then I want you to get really small and hug your knees. And I want you to get really big. Bring your arms out at a different angle, more overhead. Yep. And then get small again, hug your knees. I want you to get big at a different angle. So maybe you're slightly twisted, maybe you're looking behind you, and then get small, hug your knees. Yeah. Keep going with that. Just find a different angle to get big at every time you lift. And if you're standing, same thing, getting small and then getting big, maybe even taking a step as you get big. Get small, get big. Expand into a new space. Spread the fingers. Look up at the hands. Look out to the side at the hands. Just take up as much space in the room as you possibly can. Yeah, just do a couple more like that. Okay, we'll come back to the center. Shake the arms out, shake the legs out if you can. Okay, and then we're just gonna find a back stroke. We'll keep the head facing forward here. And then bring that into freestyle. Just moving slow, letting your body wind down here. Okay, good. Coming back to the center, we'll bring both arms out into a T and then coming into a side bend to the left. Everyone is frozen, so I'm hoping you can still hear me. Back to back, center, side bend left. Yep, center, side bend right. And then back to the center. Lift the arms back up to the sky. Open, spread the fingers, look up at your hands, wiggle the fingers or wiggle the wrists. Or wiggle both. And then take a dive as close to the ground as you can. Again, let's pause at the bottom here. Take a few breaths. Think about expanding your low back, expanding your sit bones with each inhale. Is that something that you're able to sense, that you're able to be aware of? Okay, and on that next exhale, we'll slowly roll back up. And then bringing the arms behind us. Interlacing the fingers. Pulling the arms back and down to open up the chest. And then we'll give the arms a shake. A still position here. Actually, wait, so go ahead and just find a head tilt to the left and a head tilt to the right. Let's do that one more time. Head tilt to the left and head tilt to the right. Good. Coming back to the center. Now we'll find our still point. We'll close the eyes and to the low belly again. And just first observing and noticing where your breath is. And if you find that you're breathing into your chest, see if you can lower and deepen that breath. So not necessarily a bigger breath, just a lower breath into your low belly. So that that chest hand stays really steady while the belly hand moves with your inhale and your exhale. And then find that part of your body that's connected either to your chair or to the floor. So whether that's your feet, your sit bones, your back. And just let that part of your body be heavy either into the ground or into your chair. And then see if you can reach the crown of your head up towards the sky. Lengthen your neck. Go ahead and think of one thing you're grateful for today. We'll take one more inhale. One more exhale. And we'll open the eyes. Awesome. Thank you for joining today, everybody. You are all frozen on my screen. In fact, it looks like I have some people still doing roll downs on my screen. So I'm hoping you can still hear me. If you can still hear me, have a great rest of your week. I'll